worked. Harry distraught to pay hefty fee out of own pockets for top-tier security after risk hire. A pretty penny. It's very difficult to put a figure exactly on it, the Director of Operations for Mobius International Security told Us Weekly exclusively earlier this month. The cost for a personal protection officer from the Metropolitan Police has been estimated to be around £100,000 a year. The security expert noted that the cost could considerably fluctuate over time with the addition of other expenses, including flights and accommodations abroad. The couple's children, son Archie, 2, and daughter Lilibet, 7 months, also factor into the fee. What may appear as a wish on paper is far more in reality, and the costs can certainly be quite huge, H told us. Prince Harry was warned by a security expert on the higher risks to his life now he is a private citizen as he discussed the potential security arrangements the Duke could take. Prince Harry was warned risk to his life. Meghan Markle's and their families has increased exponentially since stepping down as a working royal family member. Richard J.H., a director of operations for Mobius International Security, argued that the risk is more severe in the UK because one cannot compare the police protection provided by the government with the private sector. He noted that private security in the UK is controlled by a security industry authority working for the Home Office. Mr. H told Royally Us, in terms of cost and his role, those arguments don't really balance well with the current situation. In terms of risk, there's an argument that the government says that now he's no longer a member of the royal family his risk is now lowered. And I would actually argue, on the contrary, it has actually increased by virtue of the fact you have removed police protection from him. So his risk on the ground is increased exponentially in comparison. You can't, especially in the UK, you cannot make a comparison between a government provision close protection and that of a private sector. Mr. H continued, here in the UK, the private security industry is regulated by a security industry authority and they work on behalf of the Home Office, and for close protection in the private sector specifically they have imposed a certain level of licensing and training standards since 2006. Now anyone who wishes to conduct close protection in the private sector attends a 2-week course at the end of which they are handed a license, a UK government-recognised license to enable them to perform legally close protection on the ground in the UK. The course is unfit for purpose because not only is it UK remit only, so, therefore, there's no high-risk environment training whatsoever. The actual content and duration of the course is unfit for purpose. According to H, Harry's is a very difficult and unprecedented situation that will likely require the deliberation of a royal committee. H also noted that not all members of the royal family receive protection, apart from the senior royals. Harry's decision to step back from his senior responsibilities complicates the issue of protection. At the end of the day, the members of royal family provide a service to the people. They have loyal duties to undertake, and by virtue of that, the UK taxpayer then funds the protection for that service, H continued. He has relinquished his royal duties, he no longer provides a service to the UK people, right? And therefore in the eyes of the government, the question is why then should the UK taxpayer pay and fund his personal security? And that is fully understandable. The subject of cost shouldn't be focused on whether, or, how he provides a service to the people or not alone. By virtue of the fact that he is a senior member of the royal family, he is exposed to a wide variety of serious threats, and the risks to those threats have increased since his departure from the royal family, H added. The fact he no longer receives police protection means his risk to threats have certainly spiked.